Welcome to Monday Morning Devotion. I am Pastor Dean, Senior Pastor of Sustaining Faith Ministry. Hey, I greet you in the name of the Lord. I pray you're having a wonderful morning and your weekend was awesome as well. Hey, I want to talk to you this morning about freedom. What does freedom look like to you? Unfortunately, it may sound like a bizarre question, but the reality is it varies from person to person, home to home, even city to city, and so forth. While some look at it solely as a stance for the constitutional freedom, others believe it's a freedom to do whatever they please, excluding breaking any laws. But nevertheless, God is normally not in the scenario when one is looking at freedom from a self induced stance. So, what is freedom to you? Is it really the ability to engage in whatever you choose to do or travel a path that you believe that you have directed for yourself? Well, I'd like to suggest to you that the true fact is that freedom only comes from God. Even though one may pose an argument to say that, freedom is me being able to do what I want to do. Yes, it is if you're talking about yourself and this day and age. You see, all of these scenarios are really based on self satisfaction, self control, and living truthfully with a false pretense of control. That pretense that you are in control of everything, but to what purpose? As a culture considers itself today maybe evolving and becoming sensitive to worldly desires and everything from intimacy and relationship, and ultimately attempting to really reconstruct what freedom is. It's changed now from many times when, if you think back when you were a younger person, when you got out of school for the year to where you had some freedom to possibly sleep in and do whatever you thought you would do and enjoy your summertime. But no, the world has become more vocal on all stages of life. So it's important for us as followers of Christ to demonstrate and share the message of God of what freedom truly is. Because we all have to come to the reality sooner or later. Freedom is not just to attend or not to attend, participate or not to participate. That is really just a choice, not freedom. Each stage of life, it presents different levels of growth, family, and that afford us, hopefully by the grace of God, to create options for oneself, which give us opportunity to do different things. But if not careful, we can confuse an option or a choice with the freedom that only God can give. So, what are you investing your time in to become free? Because you can be culturally free, but for what purpose? In Galatians chapter 5, verse 14, Paul writes to the church, and they're struggling to understand true freedom. Some false teachers had promised that freedom was found in strict religious requirements, but Paul argued that freedom comes by God's grace alone. Paul's emphasis on grace came with a warning, though. He wrote, "You, my brothers and sisters, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge in the flesh. Rather, serve one another humbly in love." Jesus died on the cross to provide full freedom and forgiveness from our messes and our mistakes, from our own sins. And here we have a choice, family, to decide just what will we do with such freedom. Will we take advantage of God's grace and do whatever we want? Or will we take advantage of God's grace by serving others in our humility and love? Experiencing freedom that we have in Jesus Christ, when you have that experience, it influences what you do with it. So instead of indulging in what's easy or what feels good, let's invest our freedom in loving God and loving others. We need love in the world today, family. So I want to encourage you to, wherever you go, whatever platform, whatever stage you're on, whoever you interact with, show that you are free by spending time with them, letting them know about God. Let them know that you are free because you've been set free by the Son, and who is set free by the Son is free indeed. Hey, go out and have a marvelous day. Smile, enjoy yourself. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Rejoice in it and be glad. Remember, God loves you and He loves you better than anyone else. You are free, you have liberty, you have victory. Go out and be blessed.